Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Bulldozes past him and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Carson. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, and he's going to keep it here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push him back.
Now Wilson on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Undercrunch. Check 52. Go. Check 6 guys.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Reload. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. In your face. Right there. 50. Reload. 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson is going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Check Mike 54. Line 56. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson, and that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
54
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Elliott, and able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
Throw caught here by Bird. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 54
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Sponge! No! Shit! Watch it!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Switch gears.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Patriots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Elliott running right. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Shift. Go. Right there. 54.
On second down, Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Seahawks first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Mike's 54.
To throw again. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike, 54. It's our time. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Bird. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Matt Lacoste there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Record.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Godwin, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. One foot. Shit.
Now Wilson throwing again. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll run with Elliott.
Yeah, baby!
20! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperate. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Wilson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flushed out right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Patriots, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.